Hello there, and welcome to the War Factory for today, February the 7th. As you can see, little bit of a change up. Instead of going after it with the Rainmakers, which is the troop of the week, or, you know, the proto-troop from the trader there, I saw this War Factory, and honestly, I looked at all the grapplers, and all of the Doom Cannons, and all of the things, the Shock Blaster, the all of it. And it was all bad. It was all bad for the Rainmakers. So I decided, you know what? If you can't beat them, join them. Or just change up your troop and then, like, beat them. So what I've done is loaded up warriors with brick instead of bullet. You'll notice that, and it's very important. The reason being, if you do fancy smoking like I did there, throw a few shocks and take off on the HQ. Now keep in mind, this is completely unboosted, with the advantage of some tribe boosts, obviously. You go after the HQ. I was hoping to take it down in one, but well. Anyways, I barraged it out, by the way. Like, I'm not even going to show it. It had no hit points. Instead, what I'm going to show you is a couple of attacks, because after I did the War Factory, I then had to boost to do my op, and then because I was boosted, and I was like, you know what, I didn't get to show off the Rainmakers. I got the Rainmakers. Let's make it rain. So, I slapped together really just a quick map clear of you know, bases that have been hanging around on the bay. You know, you see, this is why I don't do the map clear after the War Factory, because after 5 seconds I can no longer talk. My brain disconnects from my mouth, and that's not like a dab, because I'm not going to dab not being capable of speaking my native tongue. Bonjour! Ha ha ha. Anyways, yeah, I figured, you know what? I can't show you how to do the War Factory with the Rainmakers because it would just be insane. I'd end up probably having to Zooka or something like that. So I decided instead I would show, and yes, it is some fast-forwarded attacks, just because it's Rainmakers, and the attacks are going to be like 20 hours long, even at double speed, so forget it, you know. And also, for these attacks, obviously, this is after I did my op hit, so I am boosted to the tits. I am sparkling like, I don't know, what's something that sparkles a lot. Anyways, I sparked up as big as I could, and I'm rolling. I'm just rolling through, doing ridiculous amounts of damage, because the Rainmakers really do make it an easy win, especially if you're willing to give, like, even the slightest boost to your troops. Like, I normally run the Rainmakers unboosted completely. Really, I get pretty much the same results. Every once in a while, I'll stumble into, like, a base, or maybe, like, a couple of bases where they know everybody has Rainmakers, so they set up specifically anti-Rainmaker bases, and, like, every once in a while, those bases, I just kind of, like, let them sit until I load up, like, you know, Zookas, or Chrism, or tanks, or something else that isn't Rainmakers, just because you know, if they're going to go that far out of the way to make a base against one particular troop type, chances are it's incredibly weak against another troop type. Now, one of the nice things about picking up the Rainmakers at the very end of the trader is, at this time of week, most people don't have Rainmakers anymore unless they're smart and have saved them. And so most people aren't rocking, like, a hardcore anti-Rainmaker base. Like, I've seen a lot of bases where people put a bunch of boom cannons right up on the beach. So the second you're landing, your Rainmakers are in range of the boom cannons, and, you know, obviously it's a buttload of energy to land all those Rainmakers, so you gotta do something right up on the beach. It gets crazy. Like, you know, and this is excluding the obvious, like, the grapplers, the shock blasters, the CMOs, Simos? Sumos. No, that's different. Anyways, the buildings that shoot through the smoke. Here's actually kind of an example of, I guess, a base that would be tough just because you got the boom cannon right on the shore, but, like, whatever. As you can see, I got rid of the Rainmakers because I was just like, hey, you know what? Corner bases. Corner bases call for Zookas. That's the rule. That's just the way it is. I didn't make the rule up. It's just corner base equals Zooka ownage. I don't know what to tell you. Now, I'm pretty sure I've done this on other videos, and you've probably seen me kind of roll through goofing around and doing this before. Oh my gosh, okay. So I lost, see, the doom can, or the boom cannon rather, doing bad things, and what a jerk. Anyways, you've probably seen me do this hit before, or at least something similar to it. And as you can see, because there's this big dead spot there, I didn't want to hit the extra mine, so I kind of flared, and then all my troops went straight to the mine anyways, and whatever. That's what troop health is for. Just saying. Anyways, when you've seen me do this attack previously, obviously 99% chance I was not boosted in any way, shape, or form. This time I am fully boosted. Just because I'm going through and doing the ops and doing the clear and everything, and you can probably see the difference. Like, one wave, he only had the one troop health building, okay, whatever, but I lost 3 Zookas. Like, that's brutal. Just brutal. Here you go. Here's an example of one of those anti-Rainmaker type bases that I was talking about. You got a whole bunch of blue statues over here on the right, and you got 2 boom cannons sitting right on the beach. Now, unfortunately, I was able to handle that because, you know, when you're rolling a full boost, it's hard not to just roll everything in the way. Honestly, I was kind of surprised earlier on one of the previous bases. I lost a single troop, and that was because not the Zooka hit, obviously. I mean, like, I lost a Rainmaker. And honestly, that was because of boom cannon, and it was because I was just not paying full attention. I was being kind of lazy and complacent, and I was just like, I'm winning. And because that's how I clear my map, just which explains why most of my hits, if I've ever hit you, you will notice, are horrible. I end up losing like half my troops. It's almost laughable. When I'm not recording, obviously, or having such an incredibly overpowered troop as the Rainmakers. Now, this is one of the things you gotta be really careful about with the Rainmakers. As you can see, I ended up trying to bring one back to life, and what's happened is I filled up with extra Riflemen, and that caused my medics to go out in front of the Rainmakers into the danger zone. Danger zone! And, you know, I had to basically smoke my troops to keep them standing, and it got a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little worried I was gonna lose some medics, and I was like, wow, this would be embarrassing to have to, you know, include in a video, because, like, total A1 noob mistake. Fortunately, I was able to pull it out of my back pocket. Yes. Yes. The back pocket. Anyways, and also, as you can see, just carrying on and changing subjects incredibly subtly, I have done things with stuff on this map to making all of the boom boom booms. And hooray! Moving Ninja wood. You know, when it just sneaks up on you. Worst possible times. Always before the teacher calls you up to the chalkboard, just saying. Anyways, now also, most of these attacks you can see, oh yeah, this guy with the sneaky mines and the sneaky trees. watch out for these guys, because every time I see a dude who's got a whole bunch of mines hidden, my goodness, hidden in trees, I always assume to myself, this guy's up to some no good, dirty shenanigans. And I do that because otherwise I do stupid things and I just roll through and I end up losing like half my troops because I'm not paying attention to all the boom mines that are hidden in the trees. Is it really so hard to say hidden? Hitting? Anyways, I hit them in the hitting spot. Sorry, anyways. I just wanted to show especially this attack because I've been kind of just brute forcing with the Rainmakers, and you can just like slam through everything, and they're ridiculously overpowered. I just wanted to show this attack because it was like one of the few attacks where I was like, Erner, go around! And I tried to use some strategy and some sneakiness to go around the bad things and still get a nice easy win without brute forcing through the front of the base. Anyways, I'll finish it off with this poor chap who has, I guess actually, oh, I called him a chap. The poor bow. This bow has no blues, and that means he stands no chance. No blues, and only the one prototype, and like really bad building placement. I am not gonna say more bad things about this guy's base because let's be honest, mine's no better. Actually, mine is better. Mine's an awesome base, and I don't mean to brag, but sometimes I'm able to kill a attacking soldier. Anyways, hopefully this gives you an idea of how I roll with the Rainmakers. Hopefully it gives you ideas for your own map clears, and above all else, thanks very much guys for watching. Hopefully this has been fun, hopefully it's been entertaining, and above all else, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.